Just added a blue Tang to my 90-gallon saltwater aquarium. It's a bit of a risk because I got a surge wrasse, Polleni grouper, tomato clown, yellow Tang, zebra damsel, and a domino damsel. So it's definitely got some guys that can pick on him. But it's been about 45 minutes and he's still alive, so that's good news. I also added a hawkfish, but he hid right away, so I don't know what's up with him. Hopefully he'll come out tomorrow, hang out on the reef. Got my tank looking pretty good. Got a few more corals I want to add, but overall it's looking pretty good. Got a good mix of LPS and SPS. Going a little closer here. Got a nice acro there. Some star polyps. Platygyra. Bird's nest. Some other green acro. Some kind of hard coral there. Setosa. Got some nice monopora. Cordias. Lobo. Got some candy coral. Some mushrooms that are all closed up right now. Got powerhead over there. That's some millipora there too. Some Monty, frog spawn. Bunch more Recordias. Some Lepto. Acans. Clam. Red mushroom. Bunch of green mushrooms. Another red mushroom. Pallies. Galaxia. Some giant rose bubble tip anemones. That tomato clown is hosted in it. Pretty much stays in there all the time. Got another powerhead. There's the blue Tang. He's medium sized. The other fish have picked on him a little bit, but not too bad. He's doing pretty good. My yellow Tang. He's got a little bit of ick on him, so I'm gonna have to probably try a cleaner wrasse. See how that works. I don't know if that guy's gonna kill him though. Killed my clownfish. That was the Polleni grouper. Ate my clownfish's tail off. So I flushed the clown because they were beating him up pretty bad. At the end there. It was about a week, his tail just kept getting worse and worse. Light just dimmed some more. I got a LED Reef breeders. It's pretty sweet. Works a lot better than my T5s that I had before. T5s were shorting out. I've had those LEDs for about, I guess about 2 years now. It's got a timer with Wi-Fi built in. We'll grab the remote. This is the remote. Can control 6 channels. It's been working pretty good. Only problem is sometimes the remote won't turn on and I gotta plug it up to the computer and then it'll turn on. But other than that, it's been working pretty good. I might dial it up a little bit here soon. Trying to get some more SPS, so I'm gonna gradually turn up the light just a little bit. These SPS I've had for years, but they don't grow that fast, but they're alive, so that's fine with me. I only got the white channel on about 20% max, so I could turn that up. I got the blue at about 90% at peak. When I bought that rose bubble tip, it was about 1 inch or 2 across. Now it's split into 2 and it looks like it's gonna split into 4 pretty soon. It's about, it's like 7 inches each one of those across. I just ordered some cornbread acrofrag. It's the Rainbow Passion. I think I'm gonna put it over there. Hopefully that'll stay alive because I spent a good amount on it. Thinking about buying a red Goniopora flower pot coral and a bubble coral. I think I'm gonna put the Goniopora over here and probably try and put the bubble coral right there. Hopefully that thing won't sting it, because that thing has some long tentacles at night. These acans here are pretty nice. Can't really tell the color right now, but they're real nice rainbow orange. They actually died off and then started coming back. They're doing pretty good now. I got about 7, 8 heads there. The Maxima clam I've had for probably about a year now. Staying pretty small, but it's doing well. Thought about a Coral Beauty, but from what I've heard, it'd probably almost definitely go for that clam, and I don't want to lose that clam, so I'll hold off on the Coral Beauty. Like I said, it's a 90-gallon reef. I got 8 fish in there right now. The clown died off recently, and I had a damsel that had Popeye, and he wasn't doing so good, so I go ahead and took him out and I flushed him. So now I got 8 fish again, because I just got the blue tang and the hawkfish today. It's a bit of a gamble, but I wanted some fish, so tried it out. Thought about getting a bigger blue tang just to make it have a better chance of surviving with this wrasse and the grouper. But he's been pretty cool with everybody so far. The wrasse hasn't bothered him at all. Grouper has a little bit. Yellow tang a little bit. Tomato clown's pretty cool with him. And that little damsel there, hiding in there, he's danced with him a little bit. Like right there. Just going for him a little bit, but they're not really biting him, they're just kind of showing him who's boss. But he's going over in that tomato clown's turf. Tomato clown doesn't care at all, so that's good news. Got the sump down here. Bunch of food and dosing stuff over there. Got some reef roids. Been feeding the flakes, the pellets. Just some frozen food every now and then. I got a reef octopus skimmer there. Had that for about 5 years. Big sump down there. I had a 75 gallon before I got this 90 gallon, and I brought over some of the live rock and a few fish, some corals. So it's a pretty mature tank. Thought about a mandarin dragonette, but tried that before, and those are hard to keep alive, the whole copepods thing. Got to put copepods in there, and if they run out of copepods, they'd starve to death. So we'll see. We'll see how the blue tang does and the hawkfish. I haven't seen the hawkfish. As soon as I put him in there, he went and hid over here somewhere. Saw him for about 2 seconds, and then he went into the rocks, so we'll see. There's the grouper there. It's hard to see him. Got the lights out. It's in night mode. Run the lights about 10 hours. Gradually amps up for an hour or two to full peak strength. And then lowers slowly. It's about 11 o'clock here, so it's on full night mode now. There's the grouper. He's about 4 inches right now. He's pretty sweet. I was wanting some showfish. So I got that grouper in this surge wrasse. Surge wrasse is out of Hawaii. Can't really see his colors, but he's got some real nice colors, and I think he's gonna color up some more. He has nice greens and reds and like purples. I went to Hawaii a few months ago and snorkeling and saw something like that. It was either a surge wrasse or a Sri Lankan Christmas wrasse, even though they're in Hawaii, but they're called Sri Lankan for some reason. But I'm not sure which one I saw, but it might have been the surge wrasse, because those are definitely in Hawaii. They're big. They were like, some of them I saw were probably 10 inches, 12 inches long. So that guy can get pretty big. Same for the grouper and the tang, but it takes a long time. So I think they're cool in there for now. I thought about getting a shark. But tank's a little too small for that, unless I only kept it for like 6 months or so. And the guys at the local fish store said that the shark might eat the grouper. And so the shark's cheaper than the grouper, so figured, you know, probably shouldn't try that. I don't think the shark would eat the grouper, but they said that, so I try to listen to what they say for the most part. Sometimes I'm bold and daring. That guy's got a bit of ick right now, so I'm gonna try a cleaner wrasse tomorrow. I didn't notice the ick until I bought the blue tang and the hawkfish. I'd already bought them and I noticed the ick, so went ahead and put the blue tang in there and the hawkfish. So hopefully all my fish won't get killed. I looked at all the other fish though, and he's the only one that has it, so I guess the tangs are known for having ick, so we'll see what I can do. I can't put the copper medication in there because I got all the corals and the inverts. So we'll see. I don't think the other ones will get it because they're pretty healthy. They coral a little bit. The grouper every couple hours will chase the wrasse for about a second, but that's all he does. He doesn't bite him. I haven't noticed any tail missing, so that's good news. Just a little playfulness, I guess. Letting him know where his turf is. The wrasse is bigger than the grouper though, so I mean, he could probably beat up the grouper if he really wanted to, but the grouper is a little more aggressive than the wrasse. The wrasse is a non-reef safe wrasse, but he's doing pretty good. I got a bunch of snails and hermits. I've seen him go after him a little bit. I've only had him for probably like 3 weeks now, but he goes after him a little bit, but there's still some alive, so if I have to add those, you know, every now and then, that's okay. He's worth it, I think. So, had a little bit of an algae problem, but it's taken care of pretty good now. I picked out quite a lot of it by hand. Some hair algae. Still a little bit in there I gotta pick out, but it's doing pretty good. Like I said, it's a 90-gallon saltwater tank. Got about, looks like about 7 recordias right there. Those are some nice blue and orange ones. There's one up there. That's some Tonga acro right there. And the platygyra on the left there. I just got the Tonga a few weeks ago. And the platygyra I've had for probably a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. Started dying off. I had it down low and I moved it up top, and it's doing really good up there now. It's spreading. It's about 2 inches wide. That's actually one of my favorite corals I have in the tank. You can see the color pretty good on the video, but in person it's awesome. I really like this lepto down here too. Can't see it too good, but it's real nice yellow and blue. Like I said, the Tang has some egg, but he's eating fine, so I think it can be cured up. I think he'll be all right. Try that cleaner wrasse, and hopefully that'll take care of it. It's possible that guy could kill the cleaner wrasse, but who knows? Might be cool with them, because apparently there's some pretty aggressive fish that are alright with the cleaner wrasse, because they somehow know that the cleaner wrasse is doing them some good. That stuff's pretty nice. I've had that for a while. It's spread a lot. That's about 9 inches across right there. I guess that's chalice. It's either chalice or Montipora. Just like that there. That one's about 9 inches across too. That's, from what I was told, is Montipora, so that looks more chalice-like to me. But it's really grown a lot. Got some up there too. It's doing really well. This Lobo is pretty new. It's doing well. It's Ultra Lobo. And we got the candy coral there. Somebody gave me that. Guy from the local fish store gave me some of that. Been going to them for years, so they always treat me nice. They gave me discounts. They're Pure Reef in Alpharetta, Georgia. They're pretty awesome. I've gone to a few other stores, but some of those closed down, so it's just pretty much Pure Reef now. So if you're in the area, I suggest you check them out. They're real nice, real knowledgeable. Been in the business for a while. Still haven't seen that hawkfish come out. Hoping it'll come out to play tomorrow. Got a little drama here. Somebody was chasing somebody. I think it was the grouper chasing the wrasse. It's funny because that wrasse is probably 6 inches long and the grouper's about 4. Well, that grouper's a beast. I knew when I was putting them in here that they were a bit aggressive, but I wanted to try it out. I gotta push the limits, you know what I'm saying? It's worth it if you can get it to work. Got a nice stand there, a canopy. Canopy's pretty much necessary if I have that surge wrasse, because he could jump out. I had a lunar wrasse for a while, and he got caught in that overflow, and that was hard to get him out. That was very hard to get him out, because there's not much room to stick your arm in there, and he's trying to get away from the net, and I was even trying to stab him with a coat hanger just to get him out of there, even if it killed him. But I called in an expert. There's a guy named Tito, and he came over, and I had to pay him, but he got him out. And that tomato clown actually got caught in there too, but he was in there for about 6 months before I realized he was in there. I thought he had died. And then one day I looked in there and I saw him. I was like, oh my God, he's alive. So now I got, you can see that I got some mesh covering over the overflow there. And I put some black duct tape all along the back there, so they can't get out now as long as I have this canopy closed. Those lights are pretty sweet. They only got the blues on right now. It looks like just night mode, but you see all those other ones that could turn on also. This is Reef Breeders. It's about $400, which is pretty good for LED, and it seems pretty quality. There's, you know, the was it the Kesslers and Kessel or whatever. Some of those other ones that are quite a lot more, but that one works pretty good for my purposes so far. Those pallies are kind of taking over, so I've been trying to carefully get rid of some of those. Heard that some people were having to go to the hospital because breathing the toxins from those things. So I try and be careful with those. I'm trying to get rid of some of them. Flip the rock over a few times. I actually got some nice zoanthids right there and some candy coral that kind of died off, but there's some zoanthids that are coming back there. Got some Kenya tree there. That stuff grows like crazy. Like there's no killing that stuff. It spreads all over the tank, so I gotta pick it out all the time. But it looks cool. I think I got it for free. Somebody gave me a frag for free, and it's huge now. It's about 8 inches across there. It's kind of closed up right now too. I got some there, I got some there, some there, a little over there. So kind of fills it out a little bit. I like it. Just got to keep it under control. Oh, the grouper went after the wrasse again. So, yeah, there's the blue Tang. He's doing all right. Like I said, he's probably about 2.5 inches. It's a medium-sized one. That bubble tip's amazing. Rose bubble tip, that was a good buy. It actually started way over there, and it moved on its own all the way over there, and then just stayed there for years now. So, yeah, this frog spawn's doing well. It's kind of closed up right now at night, but that stuff has grown, probably doubled in size in about maybe a year, something like that. And that stuff, some kind of SPS. It's real blue with nice like green polyps. I put a frag over there, and now it's grown over there pretty good. This green stuff I actually got for free a few years ago, and got this huge piece. It hasn't really grown much, but it's doing really well. It's definitely thriving. It's just not growing real fast. But I broke a few pieces off. I put it all over the place to kind of fill it out. There's the blue Tang again. He's doing well. Seems like he's gonna be all right. He just picked on a little bit, but I think he's gonna be all right. Yellow Tang likes to hang over here sometimes. Ooh, somebody stirred up something over there. Got the 2 power heads. Seems to do pretty well. I gotta clean them out every couple weeks though. I gotta take a toothbrush to them because algae seems to get caught in them and they don't flow as well. There's the grouper again. He's pretty awesome in the light. He's got real nice yellow and blue stripes on him. So that's my 90-gallon reef tank. Hope you like it. Call it Kinnaman's Ocean. Thank you.